So people that ain't familiar with these rough out, all these rough out gonna have a plug on top of their head up at the top that need to be taken off. That's where the machine hooks up to it when we rough them out. As you can see here, we just using some big old galvanized screws, screw it down, hold it, in place. Just be careful about where the screw is, know where it's at so you don't hit it. At home, I have a vise. A lot of carvers use jaw horses. See, we already got the plug off, and now we're trying to finish putting the neck feather and head feathers on. They're already in there. I'm just making them a little bit more defined. You can see them already in there, but I'm just making them a little deeper. A little bit of, toe work, a little feather work around his feet there a little bit. I hit his primary wing feathers with the saw a little bit, but as far as the chest feathers and everything, they show up on this type of model real good. Sometimes I'll, run over it with the saw a little bit and give it a little more sharper angles, but a lot of carvers just sand them up from where they're at. They show up well that way too. As you can see, we do a little bit of tail feather and the primary wing feathers. We go in and lay them in. It just needs a little bit defining. But that's the idea of the rough out video here too. It just shows kind of what I have in mind whenever I made the model, working the beak a little bit with the saw. Typically I don't do that. If you wanted to define the claws real sharp and all that stuff, you could take your Dremel and, spend a little time there, and you can, shape them on out with real sharp talons and all. It just take you about, an extra 5-10 minutes. So here I got a saber bit, kind of a bull nose bit that, usually work real good for, working on beaks and stuff. So I'm just going up underneath where his beak is. And, well, we have a few different eagle models. We have a flying eagle on his wing. We have perched eagles. You see right here, I kind of took his beak down a little too far, but we'll just reshape it a little bit. A little study ahead of time always helps if you're not familiar with making them. It still never hurts to do your homework. The more you know what an eagle looks like, the better you'll do. We get a little Dremel here and do a little beak work yet, and a little bit of eye work. This is the exact same bit I used on the bear, but different size animals, you have different size eye tools. Especially on the eagle, if you looked at a true eagle, he got more of a yellow eye with a black iris, but being he got a white head and we just do it a burn, the black eye stands out against the white head real good, so that works. This, I'm just taking a little Dremel, putting a little finer fur around his feathers around his face there. But, like I say, this is all real quick work. Do a little toe work, trying to get his claws, I didn't do much to his claws, more than that showing the joints on his toes. You'll learn which way the tools seem to work best. We're through with all the saw work there. We just gonna do a little quick sand, and we'll throw a little fire to him and see if we can't get him colored up. I just hit that screw with my grinder. You see that spark. If people that ain't familiar with sandiflexes, as they wear out, it'll leave some of the paper behind without no sand on it, and I'm trying to trim it back. A bear, I usually sand his face first. Eagles, I sand his head and beak first. So we're gonna try this fire again. You don't burn his tail and you don't burn his head. Pretty much everything else you can burn. The wind picked up pretty hard and that torch ain't burning too good in this wind. Yeah, most of the eagles we leave on the burnt side. I mean, I prefer a burnt eagle over a painted eagle, but a lot of carvers do paint them, so it's really, you know, whatever, you know, preference they like. Well, we make these eagles here in 4 different sizes. We make them 6, 7, 8, and 9 inch in diameter, and then their height range anywhere from probably about 18 inches to 30 inches in height. I would say the bigger ones are the most popular. I'm going to try to beat some of this sawdust off. Like I say, there ain't much sandpaper on this thing right now. I'm pretty much just brushing it. But, you know, the fire helps soften him up a little bit too, so it looks a little more gentle. Okay, we about got him done now. We're going to unscrew him and use him off there. I'll probably sand him up a little bit more around the base. Touch up his tail from a little bit of overburn. So I'm just trying to touch up his tail there a little bit where I wasn't too good with the torch. Clean up the bottom of the carving where the screws was. And generally I would say the eagle is just about as quick or quicker than any of the bears. It's just, you know, like I say, when I'm at home set up doing lots of them, I have all my tools already set up and I ain't swapping bits and all this stuff, and that cuts my time down by a lot. We have about probably 30 or 40 different models now. You know, online you can go and, you know, check it out, see if there's anything that strikes your interest. And out of them, you know, 30, 40 models we got, you can get them in 4 different sizes. So, you know, it's pretty wide range of things, and we're adding new models every day.